Welcome back to our Deaf series. This is episode 9. Today we're going to talk about why highly creative people pass away young. People passing at age 27. So, young falling stars evoke powerful emotions. When poets and rock stars pass away young, we may attribute their tragedy, early loss to a pattern such as the seemingly cursed age of 27 years. This was the lifespan of Jimmy Morrison, Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, and Amy Winehouse, and Janis Joplin. This age may be a real limit, or it may be the result of confirmed bias where confirming cases are collected, as in the documentary on short-lived prominent musicians gone too soon. Okay, so possible factors include suicidal behavior, drug abuse, XXX hormones, and the sense of career failure. Next on the list on one of the reasons is suicide. Many premature passings are linked to suicide behavior. The issue is not that the individual necessarily intends to put themselves 6 feet under, yet they take great risks unnecessarily, whether it is driving while intoxicated, taking out a boat at night in rough seas, or consuming many different recreational drugs in high doses. While many creative people are high in risk-taking, suicide statistics shed doubt on this explanation. The median age of suicide is not 27 but 39. Oh no, people. Young people have generally low suicide rates in comparison to older, with rates being highest for those over 60. Oh no. Isn't that scary, people? So the next thing they said is drug abuse. If suicide is not a plausible explanation for tragic deaths among young people, creative people, it is possible that persistent drug abuse has the effects of prematurely aging their internal or organs, making the longevity impossible. Absolutely, that makes sense. Being a prominent figure in pop music is not an easy career path. To begin with, many experience the pressures of failure and use recreational drugs as an escape mechanism. Then there are greater pressures of success and fame. I guess people who never become famous would never know, huh? Habitual use of recreational drugs exact a toll on the internal organs. If this pattern begins in the teenage years, it has the potential to bring on vital organ failure and premature death within a decade. Oh no. For this reason, alcoholics who begin heavy drinking in their teens fail to reach their 30s. That sounds terrible. Many entertainers use alcohol in addition to other drugs to get through their day. Organ toxicity is one plausible reason for the pattern of death by 27 years. Yet there is a variability in individual psychological responses to drug abuse. While deaths might clutter at the age of 27, there is no obvious reason that it would not be 25 or 29. The mid-20s is a time for psychological changes for people who are not drug addicts. For men, it is the peak time of testosterone production. This is linked to risk-taking and accidental death. Okay, so next on the list is the XX hormones and creativity. Most of extremely early deaths of entertainers are men. Young men are particularly vulnerable to accidental dose, and this implicates XX hormones. Testosterone peaks in the mid-20s, and testosterone is predictive of risk-taking, accidents, and violent death. This age is also a peak of male artistic creativity and the individual accomplishment in various fields from sports to mathematics. The same is true of entertainment professions. Okay, okay, we're going to skip that part. But it says female entertainers have no particularly psychological vulnerability in the mid-20s, yet they are encountering the peak of physical attractiveness that challenges entertainers. Okay, next on the list is feeling of failure. The pressure of career success strikes early because most creatives make their mark before the age of 30. This general principle is as true of scientists and mathematicians as it is of poets and musicians. There are some exceptions, of course. Novelists may not hit their stride until their 40s, and some painters and poets produce their most influential work in old age. I believe them on the next category of novelists. Even so, the 3-decade cutoff looms. Those who have not achieved their ambitions by the age of 27 may feel that time is running out. Entertainers feel more intense pressure to succeed than people in more regular lives, I guess. Stress may reduce life expectancy. Then it says stress and poor behavior, health behavior. Despite the fractional entertainers who fled out tragically early, most entertainers experience old age. Okay, that's good to know. So what it all means. It says the phenomenon of dying at 27 could represent the psychological limits of a stressful life compounded by heavy drug abuse. Yet we cannot be confident that more entertainers die at 27 than at 28 or 26. Most entertainers live far longer. It says the age of 27 years may be selected because of its maximum tragedy. After all, the individual has reached the acme of their talent and already climbed a mountain of success. It is a great height to fall from. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.